Brain rot in the house. Welcome, my friends. It is Friday, and you know what that means. Time to get the party started. Bumping in the place. Oh, 3C Live. That is what is happening every Friday here. Have never missed a single Friday in my life, even when the world ended. I was still here. You probably forgot about that, but I was here for y'all. Great to see your lovely faces on here. This was the comment I chose right before going live because I think it perfectly summates what to expect from these lives here. Let's go ahead and get some other people. Oh, dang that ad. You know what? I'm just going to wait here till that ad's over. Can't let them people not have that ad. Whoa, my man is busy on. That's what you think of me? I don't even go to the toilet. I burn it off before. Yeah. Yo, what up, daddy? King. Ad is over. Oh, thank you for letting me know about that. Good to see you guys. I love Ski Boy. Okay. Do you like cheese? Yeah, mozzarella, fettuccine, goat. I do enjoy the goat cheese because I happen to be one. Yo. Good to see you guys' lovely faces. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about here today. Got some good movie news stories, stuff that got me excited. So we're going to be looking into a little Minecraft movie teaser that landed online. I used the word tease in the title because I felt like teaser maybe is a little misleading, but it's a video of Jack Black and Jason Momoa on the set of the Minecraft movie. I think that's technically a Minecraft movie teaser, but you might think differently. We're going to take a look at that. Megalopolis. I haven't talked about this yet. This crazy, insane movie that's trying to change the way we view cinema. I've got to give my thoughts on this. Blumhouse revealed a lot of release dates for their upcoming movies, from Megan, The Black Phone 2, to even Five Nights at Freddy's. We know when we're getting that second movie. And it's not going to be in October. I was surprised about that. Along with that, we also got a release date for a new Insidious movie. They're going to do another one because that last one made buckets. I Know What You Did Last Summer finally has a release date. I didn't know if they were going to go through with this, but it's going to happen. Some updates with the Friday 13th situation, the whole Jason universe. They started following more accounts other than just Fortnite, and I'm like, oh, this could lead us down the path to know what's happening. And then some Spider-Man updates. We got tiny little Spider-Man updates there with the TV series that just got canceled for Spider-Man. We got some Venom updates that I'm going to throw in there, and some Spider-Man updates. So a lot of just random Spider-Man updates thrown up in there. Other than that, love to see your guys' faces on here. Let's see. Let me see. Oh, God, I was about to click on that. I'm glad I didn't. When's 3C Films getting a Fortnite skin? I'm never going to get one. That'd be awesome, though. It'd be awesome. Venom, what's good, shorty? Oh, dude, you risen me up on my own live, man. Come on now. Chrissy, I want to kiss you. Oh, my God. Okay, that's enough looking at the chat right there. Let's just dive into what we're going to talk about. So let me put this off to the side here. All right. So what we're looking at right now is today. Well, we know we got the Minecraft movie up and coming, right? So let's just start off there. So the Minecraft movie is coming. Whoa, what the heck? Is it because of his birthday? What happens if I click on this? Everybody seen this? What happens? Oh my God. What is... Oh! Whoa! I get to... Okay. Oh, I did not know this would happen. I gotta see it through, my friends. Am I gonna find a diamond? I broke my thing. Okay, that's pretty cool. So they just did that. I don't know what happened. I'm almost done, so let's just go ahead, right? I've destroyed the world. I've become the Oppenheimer of Minecraft. There's no more blocks left. What have I done? Cue the Oppenheimer music. Okay, that's a little odd right there. But that's cool. It's probably for the Minecraft birthday. Either way, we got the Minecraft movie up and coming, and we're just so curious about it. So we know, last we heard is, Jack Black is playing Steve. We don't know what that even means. It's going to be a mixture of live action, CGI hybrid, and the team behind the Minecraft movie are saying they want to avoid an ugly Sonic situation. So this blocky dude is going to have realistic human textures, look all square, and I kind of can't wait to see what that looks like. We've seen so many set photos of it as well, where they're making realistic blocky sets that just look fantastic, like this blocky tree. Who wouldn't want something like that in their living room now, especially if you're a Minecraft fan? This must be trippy to see in real life. Like, they're actually going to be doing it. Oh, look at this guy. A little TikToker. I'd check him out if I were you. But that's all we've gotten. You know, kind of small too. We don't even know who Jason Momoa is kind of playing right now. Well, because it's Minecraft's 15th birthday, I gotta have a quinceañera. They posted like a little video. And I was like, okay, let's take a look at it. So let me go ahead and play this with you guys. Please don't copy strike me, Minecraft people. Okay. Let's just make sure it's all plays. Okay.
Birthday. Oh my God! It's somebody's birthday. Whose? Minecraft! Somebody throw me a sword. And me a pickaxe! Yeah, look at my pickaxe. It's kick-axe. Ready? Yeah. Tink. Let's feast.
Happy birthday, Minecraft 15. Okay, so this is all we got. This is obviously on the set of the Minecraft film. It's not much of like a reveal of what we're getting in the movie, but hey, we at least got something here. So what we're seeing is the two biggest stars of the movie, Jack Black, Jason Momoa, just filming this little video. The background here, like I said, is actual props that they're using for the movie. And dude, it all looks cool, but you can tell it's a sound stage. There's probably gonna be some green screening involved. Who knows if these swords that they're using are actually also part of the movie? Because I know they sell little Minecraft swords you could buy like at Target or online and whatnot. But, you know, if they're going this far with these props, who's to say these swords aren't real? I mean, that looks metallic. That looks like some detail was actually put in. That could be a real prop of the movie and kind of give you an idea. Let's see what we got. Okay, we got, see that? And then, you see, look, that's metallic. That's a prop. That's definitely then showing you what the pickaxe is going to look like for Minecraft. So let me bring it up. Minecraft pickaxe. Oh, they didn't go with the blue color. So like, again, I'm a surface level Minecraft knowledge, so I'm gonna sound like a major noob here. But so they got the blue one that I've always seen, and that's the one like I see being sold or in stores, something like this, right? That's what we got. But it looks like it's the metallic one. I don't know if that's the iron pickaxe. Yeah, there we go. I knew that, the iron pickaxe, and this is the diamond pickaxe. I knew that. I was just tricking you. I was testing you to see if you knew your Minecraft lore. Good job, you got it right. So, right now, Steve is wielding an iron pickaxe. We need to upgrade that thing and get it to diamond level, buddy. So, that's kind of a nice little tease. You know, nobody took this too seriously, and we're like, oh, okay, just Minecraft birthday, whatnot. But you get some of the backdrop. You get to see some of the props that'll be used part of the movie. That looks pretty cool. I even like how they did the Dune Paul Atreides, like, may thy knife chip and shatter. May thy block creep and pop. That might be what they say. You don't know. It's just so cool that they're involved there. We don't even know, though, if Jack Black or Jason Momoa are going to be physically in the movie. We know they're definitely lending their voice. Like, Steve, without a doubt, when he's in his CGI blocky form, is going to be voiced by Jack Black. I'm still willing to bet money that Jason Momoa ends up voicing like the Ender Dragon, right? Like that's my guess, because Jason Momoa just has such a crazily loud voice. I'm thinking Jason Momoa is just voicing the Ender Dragon. Like, that's got to be why he's in the movie, and he's kind of like the big villain voice. If not, he could end up playing whatever this kid is in Minecraft. I don't know my characters other than Steve, so I'm thinking it's going to be like the Ender Dragon right here, like this guy. I'm like, that's Jason Momoa right there, just saying, my man, got that pickaxe, huh? My man, my creep. So I thought that was kind of cool. Let me see what else. Iron Golem. Okay. Oh, yeah. I forgot Jennifer Coolidge is in the movie. Stifler's mom, if you guys don't know. Let me pull up. I wish I could do a good Jennifer Coolidge impression. Oh, these gays are trying to kill me. Is that a good Jennifer Coolidge? I think she's so funny. Let me see here. There we go. There we go. She's in the movie. I don't know who she's playing, what she's doing. If I had to guess, she would, I mean, she still looks like mom material, right? I don't know if you use her voice as one of the CGI characters. If I had to guess, it's going to be like one of the moms of the kids that get sucked into the Minecraft world, right? Because that's what I'm thinking they're doing. It's going to be like a Jumanji situation. But then again, we've heard such conflicting reports because they said that this movie is the origin of Minecraft. So it's going to explore how Minecraft was created. And I'm like, what does that mean? The origin of Minecraft. So I don't know. I just thought this video was cool. It was nice to see them go. We got some of the props. We got some set pieces. Still wondering. Warner Brothers is trying to make this one of the biggest movies to come out next year. They want it to be an event film. Once we start getting marketing for this thing, it's gonna be next level. This movie's definitely making more than Five Nights at Freddy's. I know there's a large Five Nights at Freddy's fan base, but dude, Minecraft fans, I think, are on another level, okay? Wait till they get to the Roblox movie. Then we're all in trouble, right? So I thought that was fun. Let me see what some of you guys are saying. I am Minecraft. John Cena as one of the villagers. That would be pretty funny. Steve Carell, unfortunately, is no longer in the movie, last I heard. I know that was originally what was reported. And I know he's like on the, like, if you go, always PSA, guys, Google Cast is always wrong. Let me just do that. Google Cast is pretty much always wrong. Like, these right here are in the movie. Up here, up until Danielle Brooks, all the way to Jason Momoa. But Steve Carell is no longer. He was the original star for when they first announced this Minecraft movie, like, 4 or 5 years ago. He was originally going to be, I guess, whatever character Jack Black is currently playing. So Steve. But, which makes sense. Steve Carell. Oh, dude, I just clicked in my head. But as far as I know right now, he's no longer part of the movie. He's not one of the characters. He's just still there. And look, to even prove it to you, let's see if Venom 3 still has Aunt May. Let's see. Oh, they got rid of it. But for a while, they had freaking Norman Reedus as Aunt May. Is it still there? Dude, this is how I'm okay knowing AI is not taking over anytime soon. The AI for Google says Norman Reedus will play Aunt May in Venom 3: The Last Dance, which is scheduled to release October 2024. That isn't even the right release date anymore, or it is. Never mind. This is a surprise to some, as Marissa Tomei previously played the character. Okay. There you go. Norman Reedus is freaking Aunt May in Venom 3. That was the big surprise. I'm sorry to ruin it for you guys early in the stream, but yeah, almost never trust Google Cast. Sometimes it's accurate. Other times it just has the most random people. But yeah, here, they had a picture of it before Google fixed it. This is what it looked like. You go to the cast and it says Norman Reedus is Aunt May. And Benedict Cumberbatch is not in this movie either. I don't know why he's on this list. Chiwetel Ejiofor is. I think he's playing one of the villains. But it's like, what are they doing? So never trust Google Cast unless you've already seen an article that the person's in. But I'm glad they fixed it. He's no longer showing up. Minecraft movie, though. That's what we were talking about. Let me know what you guys thought about that. Peter. So funny. Uncle May. That's a good one. All right, so let's talk about Megalopolis here. Oh my skadoodle. Where do I even begin? I haven't talked about this on the channel. And all right, so let's just start. So maybe you guys have been seeing a lot of talk for this movie called Megalopolis. Let me see if I can get a better freaking HD photo. Okay, Megalopolis. Okay, this movie is being directed by Francis Ford Coppola, who's considered one of like the best directors of our time. He did the Godfather movies. He did Apocalypse Now. All films that definitely earned him a high status in cinema. Like, I'm not even going to deny that. I don't know much about any controversial things, but I'm not even also going to pretend like I'm a huge Francis Ford Coppola fan or anything like that. But basically, me being in the Twitter sphere of film movie talk, I see a lot of my mutuals just bring up and talk about this insane movie. And one of the reasons is because this was like a dream project of this director, but he could never get any funding for it. So he used his own money, which is like from a winery he owns, which I guess is his successful business outside of making movies. He spent $120 million of his own money to make this crazy movie, which let me just go ahead and like find the trailer for you guys. That way I could just play it in the background while I talk about it. Megalopolis. Jeez, I can't spell today. And yeah, the trailer looks trippy. I don't even know what to make of it. I'm not going to play it with sound, though, because I don't even know if the music will get caught. But just to give you an idea of what this thing looks like as I'm talking about it. And so anyways, the other thing, so the movie's made. It has Adam Driver in it, Shia LaBeouf, a lot of great actors involved with it. But the biggest problem is he can't find any studio to want to take this movie. No studio's like, yeah, we're not spending the money to put this in theaters. We don't think we'll make our money back. And there's some good reason for it. It's apparently a very bonkers, crazy movie. So, and there's one thing in it that is trying to change the way we see movies. And that's the main reason I wanted to talk about this. But, so it premiered at Cannes, which is a film festival going on right now, and so people finally got to see it. You know, I'm going to stop this trailer just for a second. But as you can see, this already looks like a crazy movie. From what I've understood from my reading, it takes place in like a dystopian future where New York is like a metaphor for the Roman Empire. And this movie is kind of like a metaphor about that. It's the fall of the Roman Empire, trying to create this utopia. Adam Driver versus Shia LaBeouf, the mayor of this city, and it's going like I was reading the plot synopsis of this, and I was like, this does not make sense to me, but okay. And anyways, like I was saying, they literally just showed the movie, and like the reviews are all over the freaking place, my dudes. Let me see if I can pull it up. Megalopolis. It's so funny because you look at like the reviews for it, and no one is agreeing on where this movie is. Like this kind of review status for it is insane. You never see a letterbox rating like this. You usually see the letterbox rating is like a mountain. People usually agree towards more that it's good, or they grow on this side and they go, this thing was bad. People are all over the place. And just to give you a review, Jesus, but letterbox, why are you like messing up on me, my guy? What the heck is going on? Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Where do I even begin? So let's just read this one. 1.5 stars says, when you take your high thoughts so seriously and spend $100 million making them into a movie. Okay, that's one person's thoughts on it. This person gave it 5 stars. Oh my God. Utopia, what is this? Time? Is it real? Cities? How should they be ruled? Concerned with questions of ethics, power, life in itself, Megalopolis is a product of 4 decades of envisioning a future that presents an unflinching message. This person seemed to love it there. I'm already done with reading that though. So basically you either got 1-star reviews or you got 5-star reviews. People saying it, all that. And now the most interesting part about this entire thing to me, other than like this crazy this filmmaker trying to make his dreams a reality, there is a part in this movie where they break the fourth wall. And I don't mean Deadpool style, She-Hulk style, where they're talking to the audience and whatnot. No, I'm talking about there's a part in this movie where an actor goes on stage, a physical human actor there in the audience, and interacts with the movie as you're watching it. There's a photo of this online. Let me see. I think I saved it. Let me go to my bookmarks here. Okay, here. Right here. We have a photo of the live section of Megalopolis. So this is at the screening at the film festival, and this is part of the movie. There's a section where a physical human person is talking to Adam Driver. It's like a Q&A moment in the movie. And this is like a thing he's trying. Yeah, look, I already see the comment. Now this is cinema. Say what now? You see, look, yo, that sounds dope. Okay, cool. Say what now? But like, my mind is all over the place about this, because no wonder no studio was like, yeah, we can't distribute this movie, because they have a point. It's one thing if the movie was just so crazy and weird. Like, my mind's going to like Beau is Afraid. If you saw Beau is Afraid, that's what I'm envisioning this movie is like. Just like a chaotic, probably beautifully shot movie with great performances, but a story that's all over the place, that features a giant monster penis. Because again, that's what happened in Beau is Afraid. That's what I was thinking. This was another like crazy visionary movie. No, this is like the next step in that visionary journey. Physically having a person there interacting with the movie and making that part of the movie theater going experience. I can't even fathom that. So like, let's say Universal Oh, or freaking yeah, everybody's if you haven't seen Bo is Afraid, that's exactly what happens in that movie. Um but let's say Universal, Warner Brothers, or freaking what's in the studio, A24. They buy the movie and they're gonna distribute it and put it in theaters. How do you then go about making sure every screening of that movie? Because remember, there's multiple screenings throughout the day in different theaters all around the world. How do you make sure that you enforce that? You can't just call up AMC and be like, "Yo, we need you to have an employee there at this time in the movie and say these lines there." You can't hire an actor because I don't know how good this performance needs to be to interact with the movie, but can a regular 16-year-old who works at AMC just pull out his freaking card and go, "Adam Driver, what do you think of Megalopolis?" Or whatever the interaction is in the movie. How do you enforce that? How do you that's got to be the craziest part. There's no way for you to do this in a regular theater setting. You could do this at a film festival because all the stars are there, the directors there, producers and stuff. They hire an actor to be part of it. I think it'd be so expensive to hire an actor at every screening for the whole majority of this movie. But you know what? Is that the future of movie going? Is something like this something that could happen? Like, could you be watching the next Avenger movie or like the Deadpool movie, and there's a part where like Deadpool gets thrown out of the film and you have an employee dressed as Deadpool go, "Oh my God, I need to get back." Like, is that cheesy? Is that cool? Is that even something we want? I can't believe this actually hasn't been done before. And like, also this, you're so right. How do you do it on streaming? Honestly, it's probably like a self-interaction thing where like they probably have text come up on screen almost like on YouTube right before an ad's about to play going, your time to shine. Get ready to say these lines." Like something like that, and your dialogue pops up on the screen to go with Adam Driver. That could be like a fun little interaction. You have a pizza party or invite your friends over to see this movie. You pick one of them to be involved in the film, or you watch it by yourself, like how I'll probably do, and just be like, so what do you think of Megalopolis? I don't even know. I just thought that was insane. So I don't know, man. I'm happy Francis Ford Coppola is getting, the kind of love and respect he thinks he should get from this movie. Like, what is it at right now on Rotten Tomatoes? Megalopolis. I think it's like at a 50%. People, no way. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10? That's crazy. Amazing. Francis Ford Coppola, deeply personal Megalopolis is a frustrating madcap odyssey that gives way to something wildly unique. I think people are just giving it like reviews for its uniqueness, for its like attempt to do something crazy and different. But yeah, it's at a 48. So about out of the 31 people, half like it, half don't. So we'll see, man. I'm like, it's definitely intrigued me enough to where I want to see this movie and experience it and see what might come about it. But I doubt I'll end up liking it. I think I'm gonna be one of those people that's like, yeah, this is not for me. I'll come out appreciating its uniqueness. It's probably camera work. It's beautiful. Like, Adam Driver has time travel powers in this movie too. Like, I'm like, what? He has the ability to like stop time, reverse, and do all this stuff. How does that fit into the movie? I'm so confused. But yeah. What you think about Megalopolis? I'd just be reciting that one ape. What a wonderful day. People saying, I don't trust IGN. They're all over the place depending on the movie. I think a lot of that is because everything is reviewed by a different person. It's like IGN has like an employees of like 70 people or something like that. And they let a different person review a different thing. So you're never getting a consistent thought. You're just getting a random IGN employee's opinion on it. So it's never going to be consistent because there's not like a one. They need to have like a selected group of 10 people to be their movie people and have their own small Rotten Tomato system where they, out of those 10 people, they give a score and they collectively agree on something. Because every IGN movie review, I've seen it and I understand some people are like, oh, they're not right because they're thinking it's just the same person every time. It's a different person. I don't know. That was my own little rant on that. But yeah, to end this off, can I talk about Skibbity Toilet? That's how we end Megalopolis, baby. Yeah, didn't see that coming. I'm just as visionary, Francis Ford Coppola, so hopefully it's good. But I also don't know if you're even going to be able to see it, because the whole point of it going to a film festival is to try and get someone interested to distribute the movie and spend the money. You might not see this movie for years. I mean, take a look at I know this is completely different, but the Toxic Avenger movie is sadly in a similar situation. If you remember, I was excited for this reboot because I actually saw the Toxic Avenger movies when I was a kid. But like the Peter Dinklage Toxic Avenger reboot, it premiered at film festivals, I think last year. Some people loved it. Some people were like, eh. But it was like so bloody, grotesque, and nasty that no studio's like, yeah, we're not going to be able to make our money back on this. It's going to be rated R or NC-17. No, thank you. And not even a streaming service has picked it up. Like, this movie's just sitting on a shelf somewhere waiting for somebody to release it to the public. And we don't know if that'll ever happen. So I feel like Megalopolis might be that same thing, because it's like, I don't think we'll make our money back on this. And Netflix is like, we already kind of did this with Martin Scorsese and The Irishman. Didn't get the views we hoped for. You can keep it. So we'll see, my friends. But I just had to talk about that because that was so insane when I heard about it. Broke the fourth wall like that. Okay, let's get into talking. Let me just switch this out because this is annoying me. Stop screen sharing. Let me fix something, guys. Sorry, technical difficulties here on the 3C channel. All right, there we go. Okay, that way I don't have to consistently do it. Okay, so we got some updates. Blumhouse, baby. Blumhouse is got some release dates. Let me see if I can pull it up. Someone probably has it. And they updated some release dates that'll be coming up for their new movies. Okay, here we got some of them. So let's go through them one by one. It looks like they have them here in order of this. And we're going to be talking about not just the release dates for these horror movies, but we got release dates for other upcoming movies as well. In fact, let me start with those before I start with the Blumhouse ones, just to get them out of the way. So the first one I want to talk about here is a new Insidious movie. I think y'all are going to be just as shocked as me as like, another one? And guys, get ready. It's not one Insidious movie. It's dose. Are you ready for two more? Oh, dude. So Sony dates new Insidious movie for summer 2025. So it's going to be releasing August 29th, 2025, and I thought I already knew what this Insidious movie was going to be about, but then I see here in the article it says, no further details about this project were disclosed, but this is not the Jeremy Slater-helmed thread in Insidious Tell, a spin-off starring Mandy Moore and Kumail Nanjiani, which we first reported on. That's the movie I thought this was that they were talking about. No, this is a completely one. So let me give you even what that movie is. So Insidious, Kumail Nanjiani. I thought this one, actually, I'm excited because I'll tell you right now, I was not a fan of the new Insidious movie. I was so let down. Let's talk about that too. So I'm all over the place here, just going up. So the latest Insidious movie called The Red Door. I was so excited, man. Patrick Wilson was directing it. They're bringing back the original family from that first movie. I was like, dude, this is gonna rule. It's gonna be awesome. Let's go. That movie spent 70% of the time recapping the events of the first two movies, which I understand. The second movie ended with them losing their memory, so they needed to like re-remember everything that happened to them. But I'm like, there should have been a way for you to do that within like the first 10 to 15 minutes and then have the movie be about new stuff, new haunts and all that. Because when the movie was getting good was the last 10, 15 minutes when they were doing new stuff. But other than that, major disappointment. But even with it being a disappointment, let's look at the box office. The box office for this was insane. I think it was one of the comparatively to its budget. So it says here the movie made $189 million. What was the budget of this now? Let's look at the budget, and you're going to be surprised at this dang budget. $16 million. The movie was made on $16 million, and it made 108. Oh, dude, that's a huge win. That's a slam dunk. You see this number and you think, oh, I've seen the Marvels. They at least made 300 million or something like that. No, horror movie, Blumhouse has it down to a science, man. They make these movies so dirt cheap. Even if they suck, they still end up making a profit. So, yeah, with numbers like that, Sony and Blumhouse were like, phew, green light, two more, my friend, and keep that money rolling in. And I hate to say it, the spin-off movie, they kind of got my money on this, even though I dislike this last one. Let me explain again to you. So This movie, which is going to be the spin-off, it's called An Insidious Tale, an Insidious Tale. It's going to star Kumail Nanjiani, Mandy Moore. They're going to play a couple, a mother and father in this movie. And this movie is going to be exploring the time travel elements of Insidious. If you don't remember, in the second Insidious movie, the family go into the further, and then they do a bunch of stuff where we find out they were the ones actually kind of doing a little bit of the haunting of the first movie. Somehow in the further, you're able to go back in time and mess with stuff then. And I was like, oh, that's interesting, and they never really explored that then. This movie, they're going to use the further to travel back in time to stop their daughter from dying, and then I guess death or whatever creatures live in the further are like, you can't do that. We're haunting you, and we're going to make sure your daughter dies this time. That actually sounds pretty cool to me. I think that sounds actually pretty fun. I'm willing to watch that. That sounds way more interesting than what the fifth movie did. So that's the spinoff. I have no idea what you're doing now with the main Insidious movie. I love the family, but since you didn't do a good job in the last movie, I don't know if I want to see them again. And I would have no interest in seeing another random people get haunted by it, because you're already doing something random and different with Kumail and Mandy Moore. But okay, that's what we don't even have a release date for this one either. This one's gonna like pop up one week with the trailer and be like, "Oh, this is coming out in 2 months," and we're like, "Oh, okay." So, anyways, that's an update on the Insidious world. Had to rant off a little bit on that just because crazy stuff. Then we also got the update. I've been waiting for this one, baby. I Know What You Did Last Frickin' Summer, baby. So we had heard that Sony has been planning to reboot this series, but they hadn't fully committed. We just heard it's whispers, and that happens a lot of times. They say they want to do this, then for years it goes by and it never happens. They're locking in and putting a release date for 2025. Dude, 2025 is a packed frickin' year, my guys. So this says here, let's see, when's the actual date? I'm trying to see. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Where's the actual date, my friend? Come on. Oh, there we go. July 18th, 2025. Sadly, we just don't have any details. It's looking like it's going to be a direct continuation of the last two. If you have not seen the I Know What You Did Last Summer movies, please check them out. My first, let me see, scary movie, I Know What You Did Last Summer. That was my first jump into that world, is the scary movie version of I Know What You Did Last Summer. Oh my god, I Know What You Did. Let's see the parody. I just want to show that photo because I thought that was such a hilarious scene. Not that one. Come on now, you're freaking ruining my stream. Oh yeah, here, this moment here where Scary Movie copies it and they hit the guy and he's like alive and he's walking away. He's like, I'm good now. And they throw a boot and they hit him. I love that one. That was so funny. But the original two, I like a lot, dude. There's some people that don't. To me, those are like comfort horror movies for me, especially that first one. I like it so much. And the second one, kind of a dip in quality, and Jack Black is in it as a really annoying character. I got to review those two. I still have not seen the third one. I need to. I hear that one's terrible, though. And so I'm like, I want it to be good. I want this to be good. They're saying Freddie Prinze Jr. and freaking, what's her name? Catherine? Oh, God. Jennifer Love. I don't know why her name slipped my mind. Jennifer Love Hewitt are in talks to return, so it's not official yet, but it's a continuation, and I'm excited. I hope it does good. The director of it is Jennifer Caitlin Robinson, who did the Netflix movie Do Revenge. I thought that was actually okay. Didn't love it. The only thing that does scare me is when they do interviews for this, they really do talk about like the TikTok influencer generation. And I'm like, oh, but they promise for old fans, they're going to be Easter eggs and callbacks. Hopefully not overdone where it's nostalgia bait, but I have a lot of hope in this. But after watching The Strangers this weekend and that really burning me out, I'm sad. I'm a little sad. So we got that coming up. I Know What You Did Last Summer. I'm excited. 2025. Now let's get on to the Blumhouse movies. Blumhouse shifted things around. And now Megan 2 will be coming out June 27th, 2025. Kind of giving you a little bit of what we can expect from Megan 2. That plot sounds so much fun. What they're saying is Megan is now, and this is a rumor, so take it with a grain of salt, but it's from reliable sources. What they're saying now is that Megan is going to end up turning into the good guy of the series. That this movie, Megan 2.0, is going to be about a rival company that makes their own Megan doll. I think it's supposed to be Amelia, and the E will be backwards, just like in Megan. And Amelia is going to want to go after the girl from the first Megan movie, and Megan is going to want to protect her because it's like, well, that's my friend. If anyone's going to kill her, it's going to be me. But it's going to like flip things around, almost the way Terminator made Arnold Schwarzenegger's character in the first movie the villain, but then in the second movie he was the good guy. That's kind of what they're doing with Megan. Maybe it could work. Obviously, I think they want to do this just because Megan is like such a fun character with her dance moves and all her quirky lines. They're like, it'd just be better if we were rooting for her, and every movie we just gave her a crazy bad guy for her to fight and protect this little girl. Okay, you know what? I'm down to see that. This movie, she's versus one. Third movie, she's versus like a group of robot girls or boys. I'd watch that. Why not? That could be fun. So that's the rumor plot right now. We'll see if that turns out being good. But I'm looking forward to it. I really enjoyed Megan, and it's one of the first doll horror movies where the doll isn't just sitting there and turning its head. Freaking Annabelle, the boy, dead silence. Just calm down, Chris. So hopefully that's good. Then we got the Black Phone 2, which Blumhouse surprisingly decided to give it the October release date. I'm shocked by that. I would have thought they would have wanted to keep the success of Five Nights at Freddy's and give Five Nights the October release date because that worked out so well for them. They made a boatload of money. How much did Black Phone make, though? Let's see. Black Phone box office. 161 million. It made its money back because what's the budget of it? I know it definitely is like 20 million. I bet Black Phone budget was it was made for like 16, 18 million. Made a lot of money. But Five Nights at Freddy's made so much more. FNAF movie box office. I just want to see. Oh yeah, dude, 297. I'm shocked. I'm honestly surprised. So maybe it's just how long it's gonna take to make the movie, and they're like maybe it's rushing it to do it October. So they're skipping out on that. But just to talk about Black Phone a little bit before we get into FNAF, we have no idea what they're doing with this. Because spoilers, if you have not seen the Black Phone, I do recommend it. But the grabber died by the end of that movie. And he was not supernatural in any way. He was a regular human guy who was just kidnapping kids and holding them in their basement. And the only thing supernatural about these movies was the dead kids in the basement would help out the victim to try and escape. Now, my theory for where they're going for this second movie is now that the grabber died in that basement, he now has the ability to haunt whatever new owner goes into that house. And I feel we're going to see it almost reverse, where there's going to be a random dad with a family, a daughter, not a daughter, but like a wife and kids, and the grabber's going to start talking in the ear of that dad and be like, go kidnap a kid. Go put on some black balloons. Go put on my mask. Something like that. And instead in the first movie where it's ghost kids helping a kid survive, it's going to be a ghost serial killer training another serial killer. That's what I think would be cool. A new grabber kind of story that would be kind of flipping things, doing something different, and things could go off from there. But we'll see. Maybe that's cliche. Maybe they have a better idea than that. But I feel like that's where they could go. All right, now with the thing everybody's spamming and just wanted to talk about, Five Nights at Freddy's. Five Nights at Freddy's. That's where I want to be. Okay, December 5th, 2025, baby. Okay, I was shocked. We are getting a December release date for Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Let me see if I can find the actual little, they posted like a little, let's see here, past 24 hours. They posted like a little thing on it. Yeah, here. I was like, oh, cool. There's a little video, and it's just showing off the thing. That's pretty nice. Okay. We know that they're going to be adapting the second video game. It's pretty much a given there, even though in the second video game, I believe that's a prequel. I do definitely want some prequel elements. I'd be remiss if I'm not bringing up also the freaking Matthew Lillard photo that popped up this week. Dude, this is the coolest photo to ever exist in history. Let me pull it up again. I saw this and I was like, dude, I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. I'm gonna hang that up, put it on my wall. It's going to be in my bathroom. Matthew Lillard standing there. It's probably going to freaking ask me to sign in. Yeah, I freaking knew that. Okay. Let me just go back, guys. Sorry. Freaking Matthew Lillard standing with the puppet of Scooby-Doo. Dude, this photo goes freaking hard, dude. Freaking Matthew Lillard's giving out the, what's up, brother? What's up, kids? You want to come to my pizzeria? Dude, I don't know how much this Scooby-Doo puppet is. I want to buy it. I want this thing, and I will put it up in my studio. Somebody get me in contact. It has a price tag on it. Look at the collar. There is a price tag on it. I'm buying it. I want it. I don't care who's selling it. Give it to me. That thing looks so badass and realistic to the movie. But this is just so cool. I wonder when this happened. Did the Jim Henson Corporation make the puppet of Scooby-Doo as the stand-in for the CGI one of the movie? I don't know, but that was just so awesome. So I definitely want prequel elements in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, showing us more Yellow Rabbit, showing us Matthew Lillard, William Afton being maniacal, getting some of those early kids dead and whatnot. They're gonna go into the toy animatronic side of things. FNAF 2 toy animatronics. I gotta sneeze, guys. I'm sorry. Thank you, guys. I know y'all bless me in the chat because y'all are that great. But, dude, that's going to be cool to see the Jim Henson Corporation make these come to life. Now, the December release date, I don't think that we should take that to mean that they're going to... thank you, guys. Y'all are the best. That's why I love y'all. I don't think we should take the December release date to mean they're going to start including Christmas elements. They could. I'd be down for that. Some snow, animatronics walking in there. Who doesn't love a horror movie in the snow? But I think it's just going to be a good choice for them. It's probably just what they had to do with these movies getting there. Let me see what else saying. FNAF 2 can be delayed due to Avatar. Yep, I was just about to bring that up too. There is also, December is usually a packed time. You know, Halloween was a good choice because you're in the horror season. You want that horror vibe. You want a good scary movie to watch. I was so shocked they just didn't release it around October again and buy into that Halloween hype going around. And instead they're going with Christmas, because what are the Christmas movies coming out in 2025? So December. Okay, let's just go to a movie list. Upcoming movies wiki. Wiki will have the good list that we need. That did not help me out there for, let's just say, 2025. And let's see what the one, because I know SpongeBob is one of them, but I love SpongeBob. He's unfortunately been really bad at performing well in whatchamacallit, in movie settings. So yeah, you have Avatar 3 and SpongeBob. Avatar is definitely something to be scared of. That's just going to end up making so much money. I'm excited for Avatar. That's going to eat away at so much profits. It's a PG-13 movie as well. I know it's not a horror film, but it's going to eat away. It's a 5, so it has like some room, but Five Nights at Freddy's had legs, dude. People were just repeatedly watching and going in to see it. I think there's a real possibility this movie might end up being pushed to 2026. It'll be like a January movie. And I know people hate the January release, but also January is kind of a smart time. You know, there's a fan base for this. People will go see it either way. And January usually has no competition. It's a bunch of sucky, flat movies nobody wants to see. You put something like Five Nights at Freddy's in there, you could end up making a lot of money. Megan benefited from that. Megan was either a late January or early February movie, and there was no competition. Megan ate up that box office because there was nothing good to watch. So we'll see, my friends. But yeah, that's what's going on. I was shocked. I can't believe they took away their October release date. We'll see what happens. I can't wait till they start filming and we get some looks at the animatronics, some new casting choices. But things are going good, my friends. Things are going good in that. Okay. And well, since we're on the horror train, let's move on now to talk about the Jason universe. I still can't believe this is a freaking thing. So if you guys didn't see, I did a video on it just the other day where they announced the Jason universe, where we're going to get everything Friday the 13th minus a brand new movie being released. I haven't followed it on my alt account yet. But this was the announcement. Just to recap it for you guys, it's just basically the two people who were fighting a legal battle. They own separate parts of Jason Voorhees. They've come together and they're like, look, we can make video games, we can make merchandise, we can make TV shows, we can make board games, Funko Pops, all this crazy stuff. Can't make a movie because New Line Cinema is still holding the rights captive. So they decided, let's just make this Jason universe and we can give the people what they want, which is not a new movie. So we're like, okay, fine, whatever. When this account first popped up, the only person they were following was Fortnite, okay? You know, right foot, left foot. Fortnite sounds there for you. Since then, they've started following 6 more accounts, and this could give us a hint what's to come. So let's take a look at it so we can see what's part of this Jason universe. So starting at the bottom, like I said, we had Fortnite, so you can expect Jason Voorhees gonna have a Fortnite skin. I still play Fortnite. I enjoy it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy it the same way I bought the Michael Myers skin. A24, that should let you know the TV show is not dead. They're gonna move forward with it. It's just gonna change direction. So we're not getting the Pamela Voorhees storyline as the prequel. I'm thinking if you can't do the movie, then give us what we want in a movie and TV show. Like, look at Fallout. Look at freaking the Chucky series. You're able to do so many crazy things on a TV show level now where budgets doesn't even matter. You used to expect the TV show would just look cheaper than the movie. Even the Knuckles series had movie level effects in there. Just give us a Friday the 13th movie in 8 episodes. You could probably do something really awesome there with just some campers, Jason being in there and slashing. Because they said they can put the hockey mask on. They can do all this crazy stuff. So just do that. No offense to Pamela Voorhees. I'm sure your prequel would have been nice. Just give us what we want in a movie, but through this TV show. So that's still happening. Call of Duty. Okay. That's something I flinched at. But you know what? I still play from time to time with my friend Call of Duty Cold War. And on Call of Duty, they have the Ghostface skin. Let me see if I can pull it up. And that's the skin I still use whenever I play Call of Duty. Let me see. Yeah, here, this one. This is the Ghostface skin that you play in Call of Duty Cold War. I still use it and play it. We like to play gun tournament. That's what I like playing on Call of Duty. I don't do much of like the Battle Royale or anything like that. I just like playing gun tournament. Anyways, I was like, okay, cool. So, you know, for Call of Duty fans, you're going to get a Friday the 13th skin, probably like a cool finishing move and whatnot. I think it's just always so random to see, you know, a serial killer that's usually knife-based holding off a weapon like that. Now, at least this one makes kind of sense after Scream 6, because Ghostface was rocking a shotgun, so at least that looks a little normal now. But Jason holding a fucking AK-47 and a rocket launcher, yeah. That'd be so cool. So, Call of Duty, another thing they're up for collaborating. This one isn't that big, but discussing films, they're just probably trying to stay up to date with the movie news and whatnot, be friendly with them. Here's the interesting one. Blumhouse. And this is where if I had a soundboard, I'd be cueing in the speculation movie. Now, again, do not get your hopes up. I do not think this means we're getting a Blumhouse rebooted movie, because I just explained the movie rights is just so complicated. It's messy. Warner Brothers at New Line hold the rights for some reason and are tangling them up. These people are trying to, but they need to talk to Warner Brothers and figure that stuff out before a movie can be made. And that looks like it's just going to take a few years, sadly. So I'm like, okay, but they're only following 6 people. You followed these very specific accounts for a reason. IGN made sense because they announced this Jason universe through IGN, so they're partners with them. But it's like, out of all the studios, you only picked Blumhouse. A24 made sense because they're producing their TV show, so it's like you have to follow them. But then why Blumhouse? You know, why not Neon? Why not freaking... trying to think of Monkey Paw, Jordan Peele's production company. I'm trying to think of what other horror-based studios out there. There's other studios. Why Blumhouse? I'm going back on my conspiracy theory with Summerfest and Blumhouse being one of the things that's going to be announced there. I'm thinking Blumhouse got the video game rights, and the next solo video game for Friday the 13th is going to be Blumhouse related. Because again, these are the partners, and right here, I know it's small, it says Blumhouse Games. After the success of Five Nights at Freddy's, and now they're trying to do a Dead by Daylight movie and all this other video game stuff, Blumhouse wants to now make their own video games. If they can't get the rights to make a movie right now, they're going to be trying to make a Jason Voorhees video game. Yo, sometimes a Blumhouse movie is crappy, but I'm willing to see how their video games are like, man. No way their video games are crappy, right? So this happens. Summerfest is in 3 weeks. They're following Blumhouse. They're going to make Blumhouse game announcements. I don't know. To me, this sounds like we might be getting a Jason game. Dude, a Megan game. Can you imagine? Blumhouse does have the rights to a lot of cool modern-day horror people. Can you imagine they make the Mortal Kombat fighting game? Like that one guy, I always forget the name of it, but there was always a fan-made fighting game where you could play as Jason, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, all these people in the fight Mortal Kombat style. Thunderdome, I think is what it was called, right? Something like that. Anyways, can you imagine if they do that with all the Blumhouse characters? You know, yeah, you have the people from Us. Was that no, that wasn't a Blumhouse. Get Out was the only Blumhouse. But you have, Megan. You have freaking Blumhouse Super Smash Bros. Yes, exactly, dude. Terror Dome. There we go. Appreciate it. Terror Dome was the name of that game. That would be fun. That could be something. But I wouldn't mind a Jason game. But I'm also trying not to get my hopes up because knowing Blumhouse and how cheap they make their movies so they can make a profit, as exciting as Blumhouse games might be, dude, it could be a Jason Voorhees mobile app game or it's like a card game or a freaking, I don't know, some really disappointing, easy, cheap thing to make because no way they're making like a AAA title at Blumhouse Games until they find some success. So even then, I'm not going to get my hopes up, but yo, you don't know. Also, this is where I'd like to announce, guys. Let's see, I posted it on my main account. On TikTok, out of 4 people that the Jason Universe account is following on TikTok, I'm one of them. I am joining the Jason Universe. I am going to infiltrate the system and get us that movie, okay? I'm going to be the hero you deserve. This is so random. They followed Call of Duty, Fortnite, A24, 3C Films. I even messaged them. They have not responded back. Let me double check right now. But I messaged them. I was like, dude, give me the scoop. What's happening? Also, thanks for the follow. Kind of boosted my ego up a little bit, but let me check. Yeah, they have not responded. They haven't seen it though yet. It's still there. But dude, how funny would that be if they actually hit me back with, oh dude, we're gonna announce this crazy stuff and I'm gonna leak it. I'm gonna leak it, Jason. No, I can keep a secret. I can keep your dirty little secret, Jason. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I woke up to check my TikTok analytics and I was like, oh shoot, they followed me back. Dude, this is my way into Fortnite. I could be like, can you hand me your Fortnite contact and that way I can get a Fortnite skin of myself? So there you go. We'll see what happens. I did think it was just intriguing that they followed Blumhouse. We'll see if that means anything at all. It could just be them trying to stir up hype anticipation, like maybe we're doing something, maybe we're not. So we'll see. All right, that kind of the last thing on the agenda before I go into viewer questions. Spider-Man updates, y'all. Okay, let's start off with the Silk series. So you guys might have seen it was announced just the other day that Noir is going to be getting a Spider-Man show starring Nicolas Cage. This is awesome. I can't wait. Spider-Man Noir, who you see pop up in the Spider-Verse movies and is voiced by Nicolas Cage. They're actually going to make a live-action series for Amazon Prime. I can't wait for this thing. Just visually what that could look like, set in the 1930s, what powers they can give him. And Phil Lord and Chris Miller, who do the Spider-Verse movies, are attached in a producer form. This could be so cool. And again, Nicolas Cage is the star. Who knows how they'll do it? I'd really hate if they Mandalorian it, where it's like him in the mask 80% of the time, and Nicolas Cage is really on set for only like 2 days. But whatever, at least we would have his great Nicolas Cage voice. So I was like, okay, cool. Now, there was another show they were trying to work on, which is called Silk, which is not that mainstream of a Spider character, but within the comic book community, even myself as a big Spider-Man fan, I've heard of Silk. I've never read any Silk, but I know she's a very popular character amongst Spider-Man fans, and they've always said she should get a movie or a show. She would be awesome, and they were trying to. But last we heard is they fired the writing team, and they said, we don't like this idea. We don't think it's going the right direction. And it got so bad that now the show is canceled as of right now. It says here, Spider Silk Society live-action series no longer moving forward at Amazon. Now, the article does specify that they are trying to shop it to other networks. So Netflix could pick it up, Peacock, Paramount, all these other million streaming services could pick up the show and try to continue with it. But I doubt it. I don't think anybody will pick it up. Maybe they will if since it's Spider-Man related, and if Madam Web and Morbius has proved anything, Spider-Man fans just go be watching anything if it's related to that web slinger. That's how committed we are. But it sucks, because they also said this was like, if it stayed on Amazon, it was all going to be like a connected universe. Not that they were going to live in the same world, but like in Spider-Verse, where every Spider person lives in their own universe, it was going to be connected in that way. And maybe they had plans to do like crossover episodes and the multiverse kind of stuff. Who knows? So oh, that kind of sucks. I do feel bad, but, you know, I'm not going to pretend like I was the biggest Silk fan. I was curious to see how it would look like, but it's not happening. I'm like, all right, well, if someone picks it up, great. If someone not, I'm not going to lose sleep over it, unfortunately. Sorry for my Silk fans. So that was the update there for the TV side. Then we get on to Venom, because we got some interesting Venom stuff to talk about here. Let me see if I can find the tweets again. So let's go to Cryptic HD. We've been having some scoopers that are pretty reliable in the, let's see here, Cryptic. Oh, geez, Louise, I knew I should have saved it. I can't even spell it. Okay, Venom Last Dance. So we had one of the producers of Venom give us an update kind of detailing the movie, just very little. The CEO of Sony said Venom The Last Dance will be the final Venom movie. He also said something else, but they didn't put it on here. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Cryptic. Perfect. Get in there. He put it on there. We're going to get into the Spider-Man stuff again. Okay, yeah. He said that it'll be the final Venom movie, so he confirmed this is the final Venom film, which should have been obvious with Venom The Last Dance, but he also said the third and last Venom movie is going to be huge. I know it's their job to hype up these movies and talk about them, but we literally know nothing about Venom, which is refreshing. I'm not trying to get everything spoiled for me, but I am curious, like, is it really going to be that huge? Is it going to be another letdown? Because we have no idea who the villain is, what the plot, where they're going. Is this a multiverse story? Are they bringing in some sort of Peter Parker variant to fight Venom? That's what would make it huge for me. So they're hoping it's huge. They said that. And then Cryptic HD, who's someone that always gives us the scoop on when trailers are coming and occasionally scoops about upcoming movies. They have a track record of being right. They started talking a little bit about Venom, and it got me intrigued. Him along with another person. So they said here, I was told Venom 3 would introduce someone very scary. Also told with the simple addition of some blood. This could easily turn into an R-rated film. Doubt they do that, though. Sony needs that money. That's for sure a question up in the air with Venom 3. We'll get into who this figure is here, and definitely someone that people have been wanting for a long time. But that's something that's been in the air for a long time. It's like they just made Craven rated R. Could they make this Venom movie, the last one, rated R, go out Logan style? They made the last Hugh Jackman Wolverine movie. Well, the last one at that time. He's coming back in Deadpool 3, but they made that one rated R. Dude, I would love it if this movie is. He's not saying it will be, but he's saying that he's heard stuff in there where there's blood and they're going for a scary vibe in this movie. They could go the rated R route, and I'm like, dude, yes, please give me that rated R Venom. I would be so happy. But on that, he does have the photo of Noel here, and I don't know how much of that we should take. I feel like Noel should have been someone that they set up way long time ago, but is not been set up in the movie. So Noel is like kind of like, let's see. Maybe I'll just read a description of it because it's better than what I do with explaining it. Okay. So it says here, Noel was an eldritch god of darkness and creator of the symbiotes. While residing the primal void that existed between the 6th and 7th cosmos, he was awakened when the Celestials invaded the kingdom. So he's essentially, the creator of the symbiotes and is almost like the father of them. He's a big character. He could even have multiverse level impacts into it. It would be cool to see Noel pop up in there. I just feel like he definitely should have been someone that they set up or hinted at coming in a way. This could be a good way to explore more stuff involved with Venom. Like, we know he's an alien. That's the way he describes himself in the first movie. Dude, that would be cool. And he would definitely be somebody that would keep things scary. Okay, so then they said that. And yeah, he wanted to make it clear. He never said it will be rated R. He just feels like, in my opinion, it probably could be. But he's not saying for sure. So just take that with a grain of salt. Then I saw this. And I was like, what the heck? So let's see if I can pull it up one more time. Sony, if you're reading this, one last rule, just keep Venom The Last Dance scary. Okay, yeah. So then we get on to talking about Spider-Man 4, because we got a small update with this. Daniel RPK, who is the source of this one, He said here, filming for Sony Spider-Man 4 is scheduled to start this fall, aiming for a release in 2025. That falls in line with what we've hearing. Sony, for some reason, is rushing this Spider-Man movie, and they want it released in 2025. I think that is a ballsy, super crazy move, especially since we don't know the writers or the director of this Spider-Man movie, but they're working on it in secret. More on that in a sec. And then he said, the symbiote teased at the end of No Way Home is expected to feature in this movie. Now, some of you might be going, well, no frickin' duh, that's in the post-credit scene. Doesn't take Einstein-level knowledge to know the symbiote will be part of the fourth movie. Well, hold your horses, okay? This is Sony. They are notorious for giving you a post-credit scene that ends up meaning nothing in the long run. We still don't have Vulture. And he was the Scorpion. We still don't have Scorpion. And he was the post-credit scene of Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man has had like 5 appearances and no Scorpion whatsoever. Then we had Venom looking at Spider-Man, licking the TV, going, oh, I'm going to fight him. That didn't happen. That nothing came of that. The Morbius and Vulture post-credit scene, right? They had, intriguing. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think it has something to do with Spider-Man. It got so bad and so unreliable with these post-credit scenes. When Madame Web came out, they were like, no post-credit scene. Not gonna do it. Not even a funny one. Movie's over. You gave us your money. Hasta luego, you idiot. That's how I felt with that movie. So it's like, even though you think it's obvious that the symbiote would be something involved in Spider-Man 4, in my mind, I was not getting my hopes up, and I was like, they're not going to bring it up. If anything, it'll be teased at the end of Spider-Man 4, and maybe it'll be a thing in Spider-Man 5 or 6. That's honestly how I was seeing it in my mind. I was not expecting the symbiote to kind of even be mentioned or be a thing in the fourth movie just because of how unreliable these post-credit scenes have been. But he's saying it'll be featured in the movie. So again, I feel like that means it's not going to be a large part. This isn't the movie where Spider-Man wears the black suit, goes through his Bully Maguire phase, ends up being, dark, depressed, if that's what the MCU decides to do. Because remember, that's a Sam Raimi thing, or a thing with the animated Spider-Man show of the 90s. That's not a thing in the comics. In the comics, it was never like that, where the symbiote made Spider-Man mad. That's something that they did in media. So the MCU could just not even do that, where it doesn't. But I feel like it's just part of the DNA of Venom. He makes you go dark, like you get consumed by it. But so far, Tom Hardy has not been consumed by it. He has not shown any sign of getting dark, depressed. Well, maybe depressed, but he has not had a Bully Maguire phase. The dude's just hungry for chickens and chocolate. So for all we know, this could not happen to him. So I'm excited if they include it, if they tease it. I would rather the Black Symbiote to be a large focus and them to do something cool, something where they give Spider-Man a really great villain to kind of show that off. You know what? Agent Venom, yeah, but I do not want the Flash Thompson of this universe to be Agent Venom. I'm sorry, I can't take that Flash seriously. I know it was like a unique way into like interpreting a bully, because not all bullies are big muscular people. Sometimes it's just a-holes who talk smack and make you feel bad. Interesting choice, but I do not want that dude being Agent Venom. Please do not make him Agent Venom. Honestly, I would like this. Michael Mando as Scorpion. Why not? I mean, he's what is his name? His name is slipping my mind, but Gregor, something like that. McGargan, something like that. He's been Scorpion in the comics. Scorpion has been Venom in the comics. Why not? It doesn't have to be Eddie Brock. It doesn't have to be Harry Osborn like in the video game. Sure, you could have Scorpion be that, and they could do something with it. But at this point, Mac Gargan. Sorry, his name slipped my mind. Thank you. I knew it was Gargan something. Mac Gargan. So we'll see, Last we also heard is they were going to introduce Miles. This might still be a multiverse movie. Daredevil will be in it. Kingpin will play a part into hiring villains to go after him and Daredevil. We have no idea what's happening in this movie. Is it a street-level story? Is it a multiverse story? Oh, I hope it's good, man. I want this to be good. But those have kind of been the updates with Spider-Man 4, Venom, and the Spider-Man series. I'd love to hear what you guys think. All right. Let's go in now to take your live viewer questions and talk to you beautiful people. Let's go in. Zoom in on my face. Good, good, good. Did you see Silk got canceled? Oh, yeah, just finished talking about it, my friend. Like I said, I respect people who like Silk, and it's the only reason I would have been interested in the show, because I don't know much about Silk. The only fact I knew about Silk is for at one point in the comics, one of her only traits is that she gives off that Peter and her, they give off a pheromone where when they see each other, they just gotta, okay? You know what? They just gotta. That's literally a thing in the comics. They're irresistible to each other, and I think they've gotten rid of that now. But that was like the only thing I knew about Peter and Silk and all that. Other than that, I was curious to see it, but if it doesn't happen, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to say like, oh, dang it. But hopefully someone picks it up. Okay, love watching you, and I'm about to do pro wrestling in Sacramento, South Carolina. Man, you thought I didn't know my little abbreviations. Well, good luck, my friend. You know, I've never been into wrestling. The closest was watching freaking Iron Claw. I for sure have a respect for what you guys do, but I never got into it. But I hope you stay safe and have fun, my friend. All right, today was the last day of high school, Chrissy Poo. Oh, dude, I remember that day. Did you do like a sitcom goodbye where you walk down the hallway, backpack in hand, look at the classrooms, envision everything you've done in here, and go, that's what I did. Everybody looked at me weird. He's like, Chris, it's first period, man. You still got some time to go. I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, well, congrats, man. Do you remember the Geico Caveman commercials? I do remember the Geico Caveman commercials. So easy a caveman can do it. That's not funny. That's offensive. Why would you? It was actually ahead of its time. They came up with how people react to like offensive stuff. The caveman commercials were interesting. I also know they tried making a TV show out of those cavemen, and it failed miserably. I never saw it, but I thought that's so funny that a commercial could go so popular that they tried making a TV show like that was going to work. Interesting time. I love marketing stuff like that. Like I said, if I wasn't a YouTuber, I was going to college to study marketing, and that would have been the thing I would have focused on. What do you use to make your ranking system for the movies you review? Trying to make a ranking system for my movie reviews. I use Phototopia. Let's see if I can pull it up here with you guys. Phototopia is what I end up using. Let's see. I was actually a fan that reached out to me to help me out, so I'm not even like prolific in it, but this is the website, Phototopia. It's almost like a free Photoshop you could do online. And yeah, I have a file. I open it up there, and this is where I do the rating system. It's just been kind of easier. But again, it was a fan that reached out and helped me out with that, because they were like, Chris, I love your content. You do great work, but we got to update that rating system because it looks a little cheap, my friend. And I was like, hey, when y'all are right, you're right. So yeah. R.I.P. George Cooper, moment of silence. The ending of Young Sheldon just happened. I'm still a season behind, so I need to catch up. But, either way, I'm kind of curious to see how they end it all. You know what I would love because I did not think I would ever like a show like Young Sheldon. I was like, that's so stupid. Why would they make a show like that? That show is like so kind of wholesome and fun and enjoyable. Such a nice show. But I would love for them to just redo The Big Bang Theory, but in the style of Young Sheldon. No laugh track, no sound stages like they did with The Big Bang Theory. Just redo the entirety of The Big Bang Theory, but in the perspective of this new Sheldon, that actor, and just in the way that show is shot. That'd be kind of fun. But R.I.P., my friend. R.I.P. George Cooper, the GOAT. Yo, Chris, hope you're having a good day. Have you seen the new characters and updates for Multiverses coming in 10 days? So excited. Dude, I was a little addicted to Multiverses when it came out. I had a lot of fun with that. LeBron James was my main character. I would do the slam dunk, and I would throw people off the ring. I think they're adding in the Joker and somebody else. Multiverses, I think. Yeah, they're adding in like the Joker and frickin' a banana from Adventure Time, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see if it shows up. Yeah, this banana, which I don't know who he is, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Such a random character they threw in, but they threw in the Joker as well. I haven't played as Marvin the Martian. That sounds exciting. Yeah, see, there's the Joker. He's part of it. It's just, unfortunately, I know it's nothing like Fortnite, but Fortnite has kind of like ruined the perception of how often you need to update your games, because Fortnite is literally updating that thing on a weekly basis. It feels like they're weekly adding in different guns, different skins, different maps, different accessories, and it just keeps the game alive. Multiverses unfortunately couldn't keep up with that. It was good for like a couple weeks, but then when there was nothing new added and it got repetitive, people were like, well, now what? You know, where's the Black Adam skin? Where's this person? Where's that? If Multiverses found a way to like release a new character every week, there would be something for people to keep going back to. But again, I think that's really hard to do, especially when it's a free base game. Like I said, Fortnite has just kind of ruined that perception of how often you need to update a game. Okay, love the channel, Chris. Keep up the dope content and vibes. Wanted to also ask if there was any chance of you seeing... Oh, it's so funny you say that, because that's my plan after this stream. So we gotta keep looking at the time. I'm not gonna try to go anywhere past 7:30, because I found a screening near me and I want to see that tonight. So that's actually my plan tonight. I want to see it. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, because let me just pull it up for those of you who don't know. I saw the TV Glow. I've seen a lot of my movie mutuals I respect and like say that this movie was great, it was awesome, but like I'm so afraid I'm just gonna be that loser that never gets the super, not that I don't get it, but that never gets into these super artsy A24 movies. Like, I liked Hereditary a lot, but I'm not the biggest fan of The Witch. I'm 50-50 on Midsummer. Like, I like some of it, I don't like all of it. Stuff like that, where it just gets a little too metaphorical and artsy over just like a nice story and whatnot. I'm curious about the visuals and whatnot. I hope I actually like this one and I can enjoy it. But yeah, I'm actually planning to see that tonight, my friends. Hopefully it's good. I'm actually excited to check it out. I just don't want to... Sometimes I feel stupid or something, man. All these like really like people I respect watching movies and they like love these, and I'm like, that's just kind of boring to me, man. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all can relate. I don't know. Do you think Silk show could go to Disney Plus, be integrated to the MCU? Sydney's already in the MCU, and it could explain where she's been since the Infinity War. Honestly, yeah, anything's possible. I'm sure Kevin Feige probably has a fascination with that character and would love to. But it's not necessary, and I feel like there would still be a complicated thing, an overlapping of interest with Sony where they probably would not like that. So honestly, I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna think Disney's not gonna do it. If they're gonna do anything like that, they're gonna go for one of the bigger hitters. But yeah, I just wish I was more, and I got my butt whooped in the comment section in the most recent side flick I did, because I talked about not being excited for Agatha. I said I was mildly interested in Ironheart. And dude, I didn't know Agatha had shooters. Dude, I was getting hit in that comment section. Go, Chris, Agatha's going to be the best thing ever. I can't believe it. You loser, you punk. I also got accused of being misogynist. It's like, oh, you're excited for the boy show of Daredevil, but you're not excited for these girl shows. Go and watch my channel. I'm one of the biggest defenders of She-Hulk. I actually enjoy that. She could twerk in my face all day long. I've talked about it. I've gone on record. Gamma farts in my face all day long. Okay? I'm just not that interested in the characters, that's all. So, we'll see what ends up happening. I hope Agatha's good. If anything, like I said, I'm more interested in Ironheart because I like the concept they're going with there of machine versus magic, and the actress was actually entertaining in the Black Panther movie. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Hey, Chris, what's your favorite memory of going to Blockbuster Video? I remember you saying... your dad worked there. Yeah, so it's funny because my dad worked at Blockbuster, but he didn't work at a typical Blockbuster that you would just like go with and rent to movies. In Dallas, there was one of the Blockbuster warehouses was here. Like, I guess where all the DVD or VHSs at that time, the VHSs and DVDs got sent to, and they would be sorted out at the warehouse and then distributed to Blockbusters across Texas and whatnot. My dad worked there, but inside that warehouse, there was a Blockbuster. So employees leaving for the day could literally clock out and then walk into the local, their like company Blockbuster and rent stuff. And that's where my dad worked, a Blockbuster within a Blockbuster. It was so interesting. And the only reason I know that is because my dad couldn't afford a babysitter a lot of times. So I was there at his job just watching the TVs on the monitor. Surprised he didn't get in trouble for that. But, anyways, other than that, there were times though where we would go to a regular Blockbuster around our apartment, and I loved it, dude. I love seeing all the covers of movie posters, not knowing at all what this movie was about, because it wasn't the internet wasn't that readily available. It wasn't as big as it is. YouTube wasn't really a thing yet, so I couldn't just Google or YouTube Child's Play 2. Okay, what is that? No, you would just see a poster for a cool looking movie and gamble it, dude. So I started off young, just kind of like renting Tom and Jerry episodes, Aladdin, Disney movies, things like that. And then when I got a little bit older, my dad like grew trusting that I'm not going to be a psycho. He's like, all right, you could rent some Chucky, you could rent some Friday the 13th, some Nightmare on Elm Street. And I just love that. So my favorite was just going, seeing all the covers of a movie, and just being excited to watch a movie based off the poster. Nowadays, posters for movies suck. They're the equivalent of YouTube thumbnails for movies, right? Because they're just floating heads. They're clickbaity, trying to get you in. Like, oh, this has Ryan Gosling and Margot Robbie? Gotta watch it. Posters are... The art form is kind of dead, So back then, I just loved seeing a cool poster and going, I hope that movie's good. And when it was, it just flew in. You got some endorphins rushing, right? So yeah. Okay. Hey, Chris, recently watched both The Fall Guy and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. The Fall Guy was really fun, and Kingdom was amazing. Also love that they both filmed in Australia. Awesome, dude. I'm glad you loved them. Yeah, I ended up loving Kingdom a lot more than Fall Guy, but I still really liked Fall Guy. I thought that was a fun little movie. Great comedic time in through Ryan Gosling. Emily Blunt surprised me. That's another thing where I got kicked in the butt in the comment section. I said, I've never seen Emily Blunt do a comedic role, and y'all were like, oh, yeah? What about Mary Poppins? What about Devil Wears Prada? I was like, all right, chill out, man. I got to watch those then. Emily Blunt's hilarious. So, yeah. Next question. I'm glad you liked it. Hey, Chris, it's my 21st birthday. Can you please wish me a happy birthday? It don't mean the world. Happy birthday, Christian, man. I hope you enjoy yourselves. Be responsible if you decide to go out and drink and whatnot. But you enjoy, man. Have a good time and keep up the TikTok content. I see it pop up, man. You're doing great work. Keep up the good work, pal. Oh, thank you, Frank. It means a lot. It means a lot, Frank. Okay, I have a final essay due in less than an hour, and I haven't started. I'm so sick of school, man. Were you good in school? Okay, honestly, it's like so cliche. I was an in-between kid. I would get A's in classes like English, math, and I think that's about it. English and math were like my strongest subjects. Science, depending on what it was bad. I was good in biology. I was good in environmental science. Sucked at physics. Chemistry, I sucked at so bad. I was never going to be a Walter White. History, I was terrible at history. I have like the worst memory, and if I don't find something interesting, I can never memorize it. So history was always a really big problem for me because I never studied for history. I just had to like take it in and hope I remembered it. I could never do good in history. History was always one of my worst subjects. But, I wasn't like an honor roll student, but I was not always on the verge of failing or like, hey, we're going to have to hold back your kid. I was just always like, I did good enough to pass every year, and I just kept chucking along. But essays for sure I hated. I can't imagine nowadays with ChatGPT and all these AI softwares how easy it must be for kids nowadays. But we had our own things. At least I grew up in the times of Google. So there would be times Google and the internet came in clutch. But yeah, that's the kind of student I was. Do you have a podcast? More ways to listen to you? No. I mean, in a weird way, I think of 3C Live as my podcast. I don't know what my podcast would be about if I had one. Because I already do so much movie news stuff on the channel in terms of like videos and these 3C Lives. So if a podcast, I just don't know what I would do. I still struggle to think. If you guys like in the comment section rewatching this have an idea of like what you would like to see. I know people say, well, just do about old movies, make a Jurassic Park episode or do an episode on this. You think that sounds good in theory, but applied, no one ends up listening to those episodes. Like just trust me on that. I've been on this platform enough. It has to be something different. I'm open to it, but right now I don't have any ideas or even time to devote to it with all the other stuff I have to do for the channel and whatnot. Hey, Chris, fan of your channel for ages. I've suggested names for your live streams when you get to your new spot, the Red Light District. Ooh, you know what? I'm stealing that if I do the podcast. That could be my opening one. Red Light! Welcome to the podcast. Here's another episode of Red Lights. And today's sponsor, Mattress, sponsoring the Red Light. I do it every time, man. I might steal that if I do the podcast. All right, Disky says hi. Hello, Disky. Appreciate you, buddy. We just saw Strangers Part 1 and 100% agree with your review. Where do you think they will go with the next one? I won't get too much into it, even though I don't think this is a movie you could even spoil, since it's an exact remake of the original movie, just slightly modernized with minor changes. I am still planning to do like a spoiler talk where I rant off about specific things in the movie that really made me mad and where I could think for the next one go. I'll just say it looks pretty obvious, like the next movie will take place around a hospital. Um, and it's so funny because I'm wearing Halloween 2 and I love this one. This is my favorite Halloween sequel, the original John Carpenter Halloween 2, because I love the hospital setting, the atmosphere in that, the red lights on Michael's face throughout that movie. But other than that, I don't think there's been very many like hospital horror movies I enjoy. If there's any you guys can think of, not asylums, hospital horror movies, leave them off in the chat. I'll look at them. But I just don't know. They're not setting up a good motive. They're not setting up interesting kills or whatnot. I'm not that interested. That trailer for part 2 has to blow my socks out the water. Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Is that hot? Isn't that kind of like an asylum though? Talk to me. Yeah, it did have its moments. Yeah. The Frighteners. Okay, that's one. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you guys have some good ones in there. So we'll see. I'll definitely talk more in depth whenever I do my my spoiler review on the channel. Have you heard of Thelma the Unicorn? It's a new animated movie by Jared Hess. Oh, no, but if Jared Hess is directing it, I am on board. I think Jared Hess has a really unique, funny sense of humor with Nacho Libre, Napoleon Dynamite, and now the Minecraft movie. I'm curious to check that out. I'll put that on my radar, my friend. Thelma the Unicorn. I think will probably be funny. Name a character for an edit. Name a character for an edit. Oh, that's a tough one. Let me think of a cool one. One I really like. Choose. I can't. I'm trying to think of like I want to be different and specific here. This is really struggling me. Okay, the dog from Air Bud. You better tag me in it when you have it locked down, my friend. I love those Air Bud movies. Got to do a review series on that one day. Just wondering, Kendrick or Drake, who won? Now, I know a lot has happened with the Kendrick and Drake stuff, and you think I'm going to go with like the current winner, Kendrick. But someone asked me this like 3 weeks ago before the beef got huge, and my answer was the same as it is now, Kendrick. Now, pending all these Drake allegations, because, dude, if the stuff they're saying about him liking them young is real, don't want to defend him. But before knowing about that about Drake, I didn't mind his music. I thought some of his songs were nice, but I never really considered him a rapper. I was considered him more like of a pop artist or hip hop artist, right? And I like some of the Drake songs, but Kendrick is a lyricist. Like, the dude is on point. He's an actual rapper. He does great music and all that. And, I was, bumping to Not Like Us. That was a cool song. But that's all I'll get into with beefs and all that, because I'm not even well-versed in all that stuff. All right, any updates on Dodgeball 2? They said they were going to do it, but that's something that they say they've been doing every 5 years. They come out with Dodgeball 2's happening. We're making Dodgeball 2. Unfortunately, right now, not any new updates that I've seen, but yeah, I hope it happens because I love that first Dodgeball. It's one of my favorite comedies. I have the Funko Pop of Dodgeball in there. Ben Stiller was hilarious in that movie. Yeah, I love that first Dodgeball. I hope the sequel gets made. Have you seen the photos for the new Green Lantern show? So that is actually not from James Gunn's DC universe. Let me pull them up if you guys have not seen it, because I did see a lot of people getting confused. Let me pull it up on Twitter. It's actually a fan film, but I understand why you would get confused. I don't know what's Green Lantern music. But I understand why you would get confused, because for a fan film, that's a pretty nice suit. So this is, again, a fan film. So a fan is making just his own Green Lantern movie. But, for a fan, like, dude, they got all the equipment. They got a crew. They got a nice, cool suit. It's not CGI. They got freaking Sinestro in there. Looks like Hal Jordan in his flight suit. Hey, hats off to them, man. I've always applauded people, as long as they're nice, when they try to do their short films or fan films. So, yeah, I like the suit. I think it looks cool. Very kind of reminiscent of the Ryan Reynolds suit, just in live action form. It looks cool. We'll see how it actually looks when we finally get the Green Lantern show on HBO Max and with James Gunn. But no, this is a fan film, so don't think it's part of the James Gunn's universe. Still pretty cool looking, though. Like I said, that's a pretty nice suit for a fan film. Usually they look a lot worse. Did you guys ever see the freaking Superman fan film? What was that? Let's see if I can find it real quick. Please, nothing bad pop up. Superman fan film. I forget what it was called, but there was like a really ugly looking, yeah, dude. Superman Solar. Not to be a dick, because again, I'm sure it's hard to make these things, but that suit looks funny because there's a scene where he like takes off his hoodie, and it's supposed to look like he's freaking. I'm not gonna be able to find it. That's gonna be too difficult. But yeah, all the looks of that fan film, I'm like, oh, they could have worked on that, my friend. All right. Anyways, back to this. All right. Let's see. Dude, I am so excited for Brave New World. I am too. I know a lot of people are doubting it. I know, and I agree on the negatives about the movie. There's no reason there should be that many Hulk characters if you're not including the Hulk into this story. I do like Sam Wilson, and I'm hoping he succeeds as being in a Captain America with some integrity and all that. But, we'll see how the movie turns out, my friend. A lot of reshoots on that film. I hope it's good. Hey, Chris, what's your thoughts on Attack on Titan so far? Oh, dude, I love it. I think it's a really good show. I'm enjoying it. Again, it's something I have to catch up on. I have not finished it. I saw up until what I don't know if you would count it as seasons, but up to the third part, and then I had to stop because of work and life, and then I never got into it, but I need to because I was really enjoying it. But I think it's been so long now, I need to start back from the beginning. Probably watch it with my lady because I was watching it before I met her and all that. So yeah. Funko Fusion has Blumhouse. Maybe that's why. Oh, Funko Fusion does have Blumhouse. That could be it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Friday the 13th pop up in that Funko Fusion game. That thing actually looks fun, dude. Yeah. 3C is Jason Voorhees. I love the music there. Oh, what do you use to rank your reviews? Rating the action, suspense, etc. Yeah, Phototopia. I really wish I could show you, but it was a file that a fan created to me. I just pop it in there and work with it. I would go into some YouTube videos about how to use Photopia, but other than that, before Photopia, I was honestly using PowerPoint. I was no joke. I was using PowerPoint to make the slides and make the stars and all that kind of stuff. That's how I did it. But I'm sure there's a much easier way to do it. Thoughts on Halle Berry's film trailer from yesterday? Oh, yeah. I was happy to see that trailer on the big screen when I went to go see The Strangers. Let me see. What is it called? Never Let Go? Never Let Go movie. I'll just pop it up here. Oh, is that? No. The Halle Berry new survival film. Okay. So this, I'm not going to be able to play because it's Lionsgate and they copy strike, unfortunately. But you can check it out on your own time. We talked about this. If you watch my CinemaCon recaps, this is one of the trailers they showed at CinemaCon that we talked about. The premise looks really awesome. It's essentially about a mom and her two kids who are in this cabin, but they can't really leave the cabin. They tie ropes to each person, and during the day, they go and get food or they scrounge around the forest for supplies, and then at night, they come back to the cabin because there's creatures or something lurking out there. Well, in the trailer, the kids start to go, have you ever seen anything? What if mom's lying to us? Or what if she's not telling the truth and it's actually not happening? So one of the kids gets curious and decides to go without their rope, and now the mom has to save him. It looks like a really trippy, cool, fun movie. I think that the thing I didn't even know about it is the director of this is honestly what's having me the most excited. Let me see if I can find who's directing this movie. Never Let Go. Is it this one? Okay. Alexander Aja. Because I was like, oh, dude, he's directed some pretty fun movies. Crawl. There we go. He did Crawl. Oh, no, he only produced Crawl. Dang. Okay, so one of the marketing thingies that got me. Or maybe he also directed it. Let me see what he's directed. Yeah, he directed Crawl. I actually think Piranha 3D is a little fun. Dude, Mirrors? Don't sleep on Mirrors. That movie, I think maybe does suck, but that's that one where it has that one scene of the girl in the bathtub going, ah. Dude, that's That scene freaked me out the first time I saw it. High Tension. I got to talk about that movie one day. The Hills Have Eyes, all that kind of stuff. Okay. I like him as a director, so I feel like there could be something there, but I guess it is a mixed bag, so we'll check it out when that happens. But I thought the trailer was cool. I can't wait to see it. All right. Any release dates for Spider-Verse 3? No. I think, no, it's probably not going to be 2025 because they want Spider-Man 4 to come out in 2025. Honestly, 2026. I'm not even kidding. Probably 2026. That'll probably be the earliest we get that movie. But we'll see. Been watching a long time. Love your channel. Pretty sure I've watched all your videos and value your recommendations. Congratulations on the new digs. Oh, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. That means so much to me. Yeah, I can't wait to finally move into my new house. Like I've mentioned before, I'm currently staying with siblings, or family members, I should say. They've been very generous to let me be in here and yell in their house while they're probably trying to watch TV in the living room. But I don't get to move in till June 1st. That's when the house will be ready. And that's then when I get to start, decorating the set. And I'll make a whole big video about that. And that'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully it turns out good. All right. We go. Just sends in $1. Thank you so much. Night Swim, Imaginary, Tarot, Strangers, Worst to Best. All right. Let's get this out of the way. So starting off with least. And in this term, least is good. Because we're going from least bad to most bad, right? That's the list I'm going with right here. I'm going to go with Night Swim. I did not hate Night Swim as much as some people. I thought it was fine. I'm not saying it was a good horror movie or one of Blumhouse's best. No way, Jose. But you know what? I actually I didn't feel bored throughout the movie. And, I liked, what's it? Russell? What's the guy's name? I know he's a Russell. He's related to Kurt Russell, but you guys will tell me his name. I thought he did cool. I like the idea of the haunted swimming pool. It got very cliche and whatnot. I don't know. I just kind of hated that one the least. So I'm actually going Night Swim, and then I'm gonna go Tarot. I thought Tarot saved itself in some creative monster designs and actually pretty good PG-13 kills. Like that one ladder scene I thought was really cool. Just the ladders repeatedly crushing the girl and the sound effects of the body going and her screaming and then blood spewing on the phone. For PG-13, that left a lot to the imagination and was handled really well. I thought Wyatt Russell, thank you so much. So, but other than that, it was also a very generic, sloppy, bad mess. And they favored freaking Ned's character, freaking Jacob Batalon, who plays Ned in the Spider-Man movies, just because he's the most famous of the cast. Dude is literally seconds from dying, and then he's saved because somebody opens the elevator door, and now, the entity's no longer after him, and he shows up at the end to be like, hey, I'm here to save you guys. I don't know what happened, and we're just good now. So dumb. Okay, then I'm going to go... dude, this is hard. Because, no, I am going to go Imaginary. Imaginary did suck, but at least Imaginary made me laugh. There was so many moments. Imaginary was, bad entertaining. That's where it felt like. And I did like Chauncey the monster. It looked pretty cool. The little girl in that movie I thought was hilarious. There's a scene where, the therapist is talking to her, and, she thinks the girl is talking for the bear, but she turns around and she's not. And so then she asks the mom, has your daughter taken up any hobbies like ventriloquism? Dude, I busted out laughing in the theater when that was said. So at least Imaginary is entertaining bad. And then The Strangers. The Strangers is the worst one right now for me for theatrically released horror movies. It was just so boring, dull. It pissed me off. Even more pressure because it's the start of a new trilogy. So it's you need to start off with an interesting note. But the kills for rated R, laughable. Those are PG-13 kills, my friends. You should not be cutting away. I did not buy into the character. You saw my review. It's up on the channel if you want more. But that's my thoughts right there. All right. No Sonic 3 trailer this week. Oh, yeah. Our hopes is our June 7th for Summer Game Fest. June 23rd, Sonic's birthday or CDC. Yeah, I saw some people say San Diego Comic-Con is our best bet for Sonic, but Summer Game Fest would be cool, man. I think they're just waiting to, not market the movie that far out. Lately studios have kind of used to be you could get a trailer for a movie that's 8 months away, a year away. Now studios wait till 3 months, 3-4 months, and they're like, that's a decent window. That way we don't have to spend that much on marketing. So we'll see. Hey, Chris, keep up the good work. Any more 3C lore you can share with us? Show love from H-Town. Hey, thank you so much. I mean, you gotta get specific. I don't know about anything I could just pull out of the hat, my friend. I wish I did have just like some 3C lore thrown out there. I guess okay. Since in the topic of the strangers, I have small 3C lore. It's not that interesting though, but it's the closest thing I can come up with. So my screening of The Strangers Part 2 was probably one of the worst screenings I ever been to. So this is around the time, and again, let me see here. We had it was around the time I was finally getting some recognition on YouTube. Strangers Pray at Night. I was finally getting a little recognition on YouTube. I'll Pray at Night. So I was able to go to advanced screenings, because I had a small audience on YouTube and people were watching me, so I had enough to be going to an advanced screening in my area. And well, since this movie has like a real 80s vibe to it, they thought it'd be cool if they hold the screening at a drive-in theater. And I was like, oh, shoot, I've never been to a drive-in theater. And back in 2018, I was like, there's not very many here in Dallas. There's like 3 of them, and they're all super far. And so I was like, you know what? This will be cool. I'd love to see it. 2 problems with that. We get there, and the drive-in place is awesome. I've never been there, so it was kind of cool. It felt like walking into a retro place. It was just I love the area, the big screens there, and they had kind of like in the center this giant concession where you could buy all sorts of food, hot dogs, nachos, hamburgers, popcorn, candy. Like, big guy like me, that's where I was like, I'm in heaven right now. Ooh, I'm gonna get to sit in my car. I'm gonna have the AC rolling. I'm gonna have my hot dog, my popcorn. It's gonna be awesome. Because it was a press screening and I was watching the movie like a week or 2 weeks early, a lot of these press screenings, they make it very apparent to you, we're watching you. We have night vision goggles. There's going to be security standing at the door and not watching the movie, which is true. At these press screenings, they have security and they're just watching the audience for like most of the movie. It's kind of uncomfortable. And they're just making sure you're not recording the film and like doing all that so that you could put it online a week before the movie's released. And so at a drive-in theater, that's a problem because you're in your car and it's hard for them to keep an eye on every person inside their own car. Some people have tinted windows. Some people have just a reflection so you can't even see them. So they had the brilliant idea to be like, well, let's not let them see it in their car. Let's just let them sit on the gravel rock floor. And they did not tell us this ahead of time. If I would have known, I would have brought a lawn chair. I would have bought my own little umbrella. I would have bought something. So I had to go to my car and put like a blanket I had there for when I had my smoochy sessions in high school. I'll be like, all right, I guess I'm bringing out this like nasty, crusty blanket. Oh, there's some of Jessica's earrings. All right. Just made that name up. But I was like, all right, I got to pull this thing out and sit on it. And oh, dude, it was one of the worst screenings of my life. I don't know how you guys are. With my size and shape, I cannot sit crisscross applesauce. I cannot sit comfortably on a gravelly rock floor. Okay, I am uncomfortable. So for this screening, I'm just switching between leaning on this arm and then leaning on this arm and then trying to like sit comfortably. And I tried buying, popcorn and food, but like it was also windy and cold. So wind was blowing popcorn out of my bucket. My drink could not stay steady because, again, it's a gravel rock floor. And so my drink is always constantly on the verge of falling. Oh, dude, I had such a headache by the end of this movie. I have to go back and watch my review if that even reflected it. But like I enjoyed the film, but it was one of the first times I was like, I need this movie to be over. I want to go home. I'm so tired. I was just pissed, man. So that was probably one of the worst screenings I've ever been to, and thankfully they're never done the drive-in thing again because I don't know what they were thinking. Cool idea to have your screening at a drive-in because the movie's very 80s based, but terrible execution. It was one of the worst screenings I ever been to. So there you go. Some 3C lore. All right. Red lights. Let's see here. Hey, 3C, what is your favorite collectible you own? Ooh. You know what? It is probably, I don't know if it's like, it's probably my Kong Battle Axe. The King Kong Battle Axe I bought for Godzilla versus Kong. I have it on the channel. It's not here. It's in storage right now. But I love that thing. It's just so cool. Nice little replica. It glows. It's like made out of some real material, so it's like heavy. I love that Battle Axe. It's probably my favorite right now. But I've got to slow down on buying stuff, man. Because one thing when I was moving out of my last house, I'm like, I have too much crap. I'm buying too much stuff. This YouTube money's getting into my head. I need to stick to just necessities and not be freaking ungrateful with this living I'm earning. So we'll see if I stay true to that. Love you, Chris. Thank you for checking my Blue Beetle cosplay out. Got some big things planned for Deadpool. Definitely going to tag you again. Oh, man. Well, I can't wait, my friend. Good luck with it. That must be nice. Your Blue Beetle stuff was cool. I remember it. It was cool. Hey, Chris, big fan since 100K subs. Love your content. Also, no movie related, but Kendrick or Drake. Yeah, just answer this. Like I said, Kendrick. I just think he definitely is. I wish he would just put his own music out, though, and not focus on this beef, because I would just love another Kendrick album. But I really love it. Like his Black Panther album. I loved his Black Panther songs. I thought they were so good, too. So, Kendrick. Who's your favorite Cobra Kai character? It's gonna be Miguel, right? That's his name. Am I saying it wrong? Oh yeah, I know that's cheesy to say, but that first season they did so well, and he's the main star. Yeah, Miguel. To be different, let me see if I can find another person. It's gonna be Miguel for me. I mean, I did like Stingray, Paul Walter Hauser. I thought he was a lot of fun, but then he just kind of doesn't even show up that much in the show. Other than that, I'll say Peyton List. Let me see how old she is first. Peyton List, for reasons. Okay, we're only 2 years apart. All right, so it's not weird. Okay. Okay, one more dono from Gamma 4. It's all right. All right. Love it. Thank you so much for that. All right. Jason was leaked for Multiverses. Oh, dude, do not lie to me. Do not lie to me. I would love that. Is it true? Jason Multiverses. Don't lie. I'm looking at it. Well, guys, Jason confirmed. Okay, let me pull it up so you guys can see as well. Dead air. Okay. Well, this person says, well, guys, Jason was confirmed for Multiverses. I can't believe this right now. I made this account because Jason is one of my favorite characters. Did he actually? Oh, okay. Here, is this the metadata? Oh, okay. In the metadata for the raw MP4 of the Rift mode trial, which shows the names of different files during editing, a file mentioning Jason is present. Ooh, okay. Jason. Oh, dude, that's going to make me go on to Multiverses again, boy. That's going to make me jump back on. Dude, that'd be so cool. You know what's funny? Multiverses is a Warner Brothers video game. It's a Warner Brothers property owned thing. So, oh man, that's one. If they're working with Warner Brothers, who again owns New Line Cinema and is holding up the rights to make a movie, and they're having conversations where they could even use them in the game. But then again, that's probably different sections and parts of the studio. Dude, that would get me to jump back in. Cool. Thank you for letting me know about that. All right, let's see here. Open a P.O. box for us to send you things. I've debated it. Like, I've thought about it, but I just don't want you guys sending me expensive things or you spending your money on me. Like, that's so kind of you, but I would feel so guilty. And also, I don't want anyone sending me a fart in a jar, a freaking, I don't know. I'll think about it, but no promises. Maybe it'll be a segment on the Clips channel. All right, Chris, keep doing what you are doing. I've been watching since the Chucky Boy days. Thank you, my dude. Well, I appreciate you, dude who loves movies. I am also a dude who loves movies. Okay. Would you be willing to do one with someone who loves media as much as you? If you're willing to edit and whatnot, it doesn't care about the money. I mean, yeah, it's just always hard also picking a co-host. Because, like, for sure, I know people want to watch me, my audience, but sometimes they don't want to watch the person I do the podcast with. They're like, I like you, Chris, but who's this fool over here? Why do I got to listen to his voice? I just want to listen to your rizzed up voice. So it'd have to be a really good guest, like Andrew Garfield. If I could do a podcast with Andrew Garfield there, it'd be donezo. Samuel Maces just sends in support. Thank you so much, Samuel. That means a lot. Do you remember the legendary TV icon, Billy? Oh, dude. Billy frickin' Mays was my GOAT. I remember being in high school when he died. Okay, if you guys don't know, you probably don't, but anyone who's maybe my age knows of Billy Mays. He was was it not ShamWow? OxyClean. OxyClean guy. And like I said, since I was wanting to be a marketing major, this kind of stuff fascinated me. I was really fascinated with Billy Mays and his freaking commercials and all that. Billy Mays here with OxyClean and all this stuff. I remember even the epic rap battle of history where they included Billy Mays versus the ShamWow guy. Not Sham, yeah, the ShamWow, the chop it up dude. I remember when he died. It was sad. I was like, this guy was iconic, dude. He'd show up on all the commercials in Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, or Disney Channel. I still have not tried OxyClean to this day though, so I'm not living your legend up, Billy Mays. But yeah, this dude was a legend for me, and like I said, I was fascinated with marketing, so I always thought the guy was so cool and interesting. Chris, I finally got you live. I just want to say hi. Well, thank you, Yankee No Brim. Yankee with no brim. Evan Jackson sends them support. Thank you so much. Dr. Giggles, Chris, definitely a classic. I have not seen that one. I think I've seen the poster of it. It looks interesting. I do want to see that one if we're thinking about the same horror movie. I saw it has like a Scream Factory release, right? Dr. Giggles movie. I like the poster of it. Yeah, see, like this just gets me interested. Like that's such a cool poster. Dr. Giggles with the knife and scalp and all that. Ooh, I gotta watch it. I want to do more stuff like that on the channel, especially for around Halloween. It's now that I got like an editor that can help me out with some of that load. Yep. Hey Chris, are you gonna make a season? Yes, I'm behind. I knew someone was eventually gonna ask, and I was gonna be crucified. I'm like 2 episodes behind. Most of it's been spoiled for me. All those glorious cameos, I've seen them online, but yes, I need to watch it. Like I said, I'm so busy. Like even after this live stream, which dude, it's already 7:30. Okay, I'm gonna have to run through these questions. Sorry guys. I want to go watch I Saw the TV Globe, but now I'm gonna be late for that screening, so we'll see. All right. Love you, Chris. What time? When you direct your short film, I'd love to apply as an actor. I'll send you my demo reel. Well, yeah, if I do a short film, I will, my friend. I will. And you got to be in Texas. I don't cover travel fees, my friend. Is there another Dragon Ball live action movie coming? As of right now, no. I think Disney actually holds the rights to be able to do it since they bought Fox, and Fox were the ones that hold the rights to make a live action Dragon Ball movie. So it's up to Disney, and they got the money to do it, but I don't know if it'd be any good. Did you see the Iron Lung is done filming? Yeah, I can't wait. Markiplier is going to surprise us all. Dude, the bar is being set too high for these YouTubers turned directors. They need to wait for me to go for... So I don't... Because by the time I try to get to make my own movie, Chris Stuckman has come out with his, the Talk to Me people, the Rocka Brothers, and Markiplier. All these other people are going to do it. The bar's going to be set too high. I'm going to be on that bottom list of like... And then 3C tried making a movie, and dude, that was poo-pooey. All right. The Spider-Man I'd really like to see in a future Spider-Verse movie would be the 70s Japanese Spider-Man, 90s animated Spider-Man, or Spooderman. The Japanese Spider-Man, Spooderman would be hilarious if they threw him in there. I would just love to see it for the giggles, but Japanese Spider-Man is one I want to see. 90s Spider-Man, sure, but it just feels like classic Spider-Man to me, you know? Hey, Chris, have you seen Wolf Creek? I have seen the first one. I don't remember if I saw the second one, but I do like those. It's a slasher set in the Australian outbacks. It's a really cool movie. It's suspenseful. I like it. I like Wolf Creek. Love the videos, man. Do you think one of the main characters could get killed off in FNAF 2? Might be controversial, but I could see Abby dying. I doubt it, dude. They're not killing Abby, especially with this PG-13 rating they got. Would be interesting. Would be. But no, they're not going to kill anybody off. If they introduce new people, that's who's dying. That's who's dying. Boxing match versus Jeremy Johns or Chris Stuckman. Okay, if I'm being honest, out of those two, who do I think I could take? Probably neither. Jeremy is very fast and spry and whatnot. I feel like he probably has tricks up his sleeve. Chris Stuckman is a giant, dude. You don't think about it, but I've seen photos of Chris Stuckman next to people. A dude I think is close to 7 feet tall. The man is huge. He's going to tower over me, and I'm unfortunately 5'7". I'm going to look like a hobbit next to him. I die both of them, okay? So, I'll just be nice to them. But if I had to pick one, I guess I'm going to go Jeremy just because he's not as big as Chris. All right, just saw If. Me and my son were crying so much. Oh, it has heartfelt moments. I wish it hit me more than it ended up, but I just didn't resonate with it the way I wanted to, sadly. But it did have emotional moments. I do agree there. Hey, Chris, it's me again. I'm a little worried for Deadpool 3's runtime. You're my favorite YouTuber. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you. I saw that they brought up the runtime. It's like 2 hours and 40-something minutes. I actually love that, dude. I want to see as much Deadpool stuff as possible. If it ends up feeling freaking slow, that does scare me a little bit because I don't want it to feel boring. But let me just look at the runtime. It's like 2 hours and 47 minutes or something like that. 2 hours and 10 minutes? Are you kidding me? That's good enough. That's a good runtime. If you mean maybe that's too small of a runtime, okay, yeah. I would have liked 2 hours and 30 minutes maybe, but 2 hours 7, that's honestly fine. That's good. Hey, Chris, have you seen Kaiju number 8? No, I have not seen Kaiju number 8. I'm going to write it right now in my notes so I could look it up later. Like I said, sorry, guys. I just realized the time and all that. Kaiju number 8, I'll look it up. I do like Kaiju movies, though, so I'd be willing to check that out. Did you really get rid of the Funkos during your move? I got rid of like 30% of them. A lot of the TV show ones. So like, unfortunately, I let go of my entire Office collection. I sold it off to somebody who wanted them. And I'm downsizing a lot of other stuff. I'm just going to focus on like the main movies I want. Like I said, also I think I'm going to get rid of most of the comic book ones that aren't movie related. And I'm just going to stick to movie and horror movie stuff. I'm debating whether to sell the Dragon Ball ones because I just love Dragon Ball. But yeah, I just need to make space, man. It's getting too much. It's too big, but still got that Funko love in me, man. I still got that Funko love in me. Hey, Chris, love your videos, man. Keep up the amazing work, Chucky boy. Woo! Thank you. I appreciate that. Favorite movie, and why is it Spider-Man Lotus? It is not Spider-Man Lotus, but my favorite movie is Back to the Future. That'll always be my favorite movie, my favorite trilogy. That's the movie that I saw when I was like, I want to make movies. I love movies. I want to create something that gave me this experience. Watching that trilogy as a kid was like just a euphoric experience. I love Back to the Future so much. So that'd be it. Back to the Future is my favorite movie of all time. Okay, my friends and ghouls, we are done. The live stream is over. Sorry, I know I usually go about 10 minutes longer, but like I said, I got a screening, a show time at the movies for I Saw the TV Glow. I'm kind of interested to see that movie, but either way, I love you guys' faces. Thank you for watching. I'll see you pretty soon on the channel with more content. Love y'all.